What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game preview, another special Kickstarter preview. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Cunning Linguistics from Crazy Like a Box. This is for 3 to 8 players, taking about 30 to 60 minutes to play, and it's for ages 14 plus. And this is the game where you kumquat, pussy willow, and shuttlecock your way to victory. This is a party game in which you are going to have a whole bunch of words in front of you, and you are going to be trying to make a creative, potentially humorous answer to a question asked to everyone. You're going to vote on which answer is your favorite, and you're going to get points. Let's open it up. I'll show you how it works. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Cunning Linguistics. So before we get started, I do want to mention this is the promotional copy I have in front of me, so take everything you see here with a grain of salt. So first and foremost, we're going to handy dandy rule sheet. It's about 3-4 pages, double-sided. This one doesn't have any pictures or illustrations, but it will have you up and running very quickly. It is an incredibly simple game, so I can teach you how to play it right now. So in Cunning Linguistics, you are going to have a problem or a question that you're going to need to answer each and every time. So stop in the name of blank. Thank you, are things you don't want to hear your doctor say. Why am I so tired? What's her problem? All sorts of various different generic questions. Now, in front of you, you are going to have 9 of these green cards right here. These will have various different words. There's 5 words apiece on each of these cards. You're also going to have a large pad right here. This large tarot-sized card might actually be a little bit bigger, which is going to have all your free words. These are words that you can use freely as many times as you want when you are writing your answer to the purple card questions. And what you're going to do is, at the beginning of each round, you're going to have a reader. And the reader is going to be tasked with reading the top card of the deck. Why are you screaming? Then you can either set a timer or you can just start. I would recommend setting the timer. And then everyone is going to be allowed to answer this question on a notepad right here. So each person's going to have a notepad. Each person's going to have a writing utensil. And what they're trying to do is come up with the most realistic, the most bizarre, the funniest answer that they possibly can for this question, with the knowledge that this isn't a game where there is a judge, but where everyone will be voting on which answer is their favorite. I'll show you how that works in a little bit later. So let's just go ahead and start and say, why are you screaming? So what I can do is I can use any of these words, but I can only use one word per card out here. Except for this one, I can use all these words if I wanted to, but that'd be really wordy. So why are you screaming? So how about an, so I got an intruder. So an intruder, we'll use that one. An intruder pumped. Yeah, I'll go pumped because you can add ed, you can add img, you can change the root. As long as you keep the root of the word, you can change it up a little bit. An intruder pumped. Can I use my? Yeah, an intruder pumped my backhoe. I think that's a pretty decent one. So that one actually would be very quick. So now with my extra time, I could potentially go on to another sentence if I wanted to try to beef up my answer. An intruder pumped my backhoe, and I Boy Scouted. I don't know where I'm going with this, but that's part of the fun of this game. I Boy Scouted her. I Boy Scouted her dump truck. Can I do, if you know what I mean? Let's see if it fits in there. I Boy Scouted her dump truck. If you, yeah, I'm cool with that. So an intruder pumped my backhoe and I Boy Scouted her dump truck. Oh, an intruder pumped my, pumped your backhoe and I Boy Scouted your dump truck. So there we go. So that might be my final answer. I'd look it over. And then what's going to happen now is I am going to turn this into the reader. So everyone is going to be handing their piece of paper into the reader, who would be over here. So now what the reader's going to do, once they have all the answers, is they're going to have all the answers. We'll just say we have 4 answers. And yes, the reader does actually get to do the answers as well. They get to write their own answer, I should say. And then you're going to write down the numbers on the back. 1, 2, 3, you get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what the reader's going to do next is they're going to read all the answers aloud, hence why they're called the reader. So they would read each one. Some might be funny, some might be silly, some might be serious. And then each player is going to take a piece of paper, and I'd recommend reusing the same one just so you can save paper, and writing down their favorite answer based on what the number is. So they might be like, oh, that's my favorite one. I liked 1 the best. They'd write a 1 on here, and then everyone's going to reveal which ones they like best, and the people that wrote those answers are going to get those points. The reader cannot vote, and you can't vote for yourself, which are obviously very important rules right there. And then what you're going to do is you are going to replace all the cards that you use, so all the cards that we flipped over, I find that easier to do. Flipped over all those cards, you get new cards to replace it, and then you're going to rinse, wash, and repeat with a new reader in place. You'll be going to X amount of points. It really depends on how many players you are playing with or how long you want the game to be. Now, in addition, there are also a bunch of different variants they have in the back of the rule booklet. I'm assuming there might even be some more. I do like a few of these. There's the one where the reader gets to decide between 1 or 2 answers. There's some pretty decent ones in there. I particularly like the one where the last person to turn in their answer doesn't get their answer read, or there can't be voted for, stuff like that to speed up the game a little bit. But that, in a nutshell, is what you're going to get inside of Cunning Linguistics. Alrighty then, Cunning Linguistics from Crazy Like a Box, coming to a Kickstarter near you very, very soon. I'll be sure to post that Kickstarter link down below. Who might be digging this game? First and foremost, if you're in the market for a simple yet somewhat thinky party game, this one might be for you. I would definitely say this is more thinky than a lot of other party games in this same ilk, because you are going to have 45 different words at your disposal. You're going to be trying to make humorous answers, and you have all these words over here you can use, and it really is quite interesting trying to concoct the perfect sentence, seeing like, ooh, how can I change this? How can I change the suffix at the end of this to make this more funny? And I think a lot of people are really going to dig that. Also, if you are in the market for a simple, light party game, this one definitely will be for you. It feels mass market-y. It's easy to learn. It's easy to teach, which are always good things. Last but not least, if you're looking for a little bit of potential dirty humor while not being blatantly dirty humor, the kind of humor that you can get away with in front of kids, this one definitely might be for you, because it never gets too offensive, even though there are going to be some entendres and double entendres thrown around from time to time. But that is Cunning Linguistics from Crazy Like a Box. If it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to check out that Kickstarter link down below. If you enjoyed this preview, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, eggplant, yay or nay? For me, oh yeah, you better believe it. I love me some eggplant. Love it. So good. Wish I was eating it right now.